Hello, on this Friday, what can I talk about? Well, it's out in Tokyo, the Olympic celebrations are taking place. As we know, hardly any spectators, hardly any visitors from around the world, but the athletes and the immediate coaches and managers and other assisting staff supporting the athletes to compete at the global event. In this very grand global event, which has been delayed by almost 1 year, is taking place with utmost conscious, responsible ways that the entire world should look up to Japan and learn that well-being is key before any event take place. If you are a human being, this should be sunk into you as a human being, because as long as the exterior situation is well, your interior situation is also well, because ultimately you're in constant transaction with your breath, with your food that you receive, with the very air you breathe, the water, the very land and the earth that you walk upon is holding you. It's not your absolute ideals that you've got in your head that is holding you upright and steady and strong. It is the ultimate wellness of the environment that is holding you well. If you compromise your air by poisoning it, if you compromise your health by putting the food that you eat in your body, the very brain, which is your stomach, may upset all of your strength, all of your training, all of everything you did. And if you catch any lurgy, any germs that are not meant to be inside of you, you may not even be taking part in this year's Olympics. And that is where we are today with humanity. And everybody is so concerned about, what about this, what about that, what about this, what about that? The football, the UEFA, the Football Union of Europe gathered the European members together to play a grandstand event, only to see numbers going up across the whole of Europe. Why? Because we are more interested in kicking a ball without taking care of our own health. Yes, health and well-being is a key for performing life. Your health is your key performance indicator, not the indicator set by a corporation, indicator set by your government or a scientific group. But every morning, if you wake up, that is, make sure you smile, because as you know, there's so many who's not going to open their eyes as they go to sleep each night. And that is the nature of life. And what is so important is that you're consciously responsible and careful and be safe. What is safe? Safe is something that you never have any interest, as long as you're getting your money, you're increasing your profitability, keep destroying the planet and its earth environmental conditions. You're happy, it seems. But who's having to live with it? Your children, the next generation of people. You might be old enough to now go to space and to look down and say, oh, we are doing a scientific exploration and space travel as a tourism. Remind yourself, you had enough of this planet for you to go up to space to look down with your scientists? Well, after all, the scientists haven't paid enough interest in human well-being. They've been playing up with science to see how they can produce the next weapon, the next destructive tool for humans to live in a harmonious and in a well and in a healthy environment and an atmosphere. We've gone on through industries and this and the other. We've gone on about exploring, exploiting, extracting the Mother Earth. We've crippled and raped her to a limit that the nature, the Mother Earth, is recovering its strength, gaining momentum. We're saying wildfires, forest fires is burning, Siberia is burning, the heat is going up. People are complaining that the moment the temperature goes up, it's too hot. When it goes down, it's too cold. You're climatically controlled. Whatever you got, whatever you have, whatever your bank balance, hasn't come from space or given to you by some super creation. It's all here because of the uniqueness of the wholesome of creation. And for you to keep breaking apart the precision intelligence of the creation is a most ludicrous idea. And then for you to grow up to space is this British idea to go to space and look down upon the earth and see the amount of mess you created, and you wanted to now give your time to fixing what you have done through your greed. These are puny and silly, minuscule, selfish ideas has to go away from the front door, or whichever the space it needs to go away from you. Because ultimately, no matter where you go to space, go to moon, go to the abyss, or the bottom of this earth, ultimately, one day you will be part of this earth. As if you are thinking you're here to live forever, and you're accumulating this immortal immortal ideas that have been put into you through education, so-called the stupidity, by limiting your intelligence, limiting and removing your intelligence that is created as a life, is come to haunt us all. These silly, puny ideas, selfish, puny, silly ideas must disappear and vanish before people start going to the moon, to the stars, to the space, to the Mars. Just go inwards and see what you can do to make those flash floods, those devastating rivers of floods that are flowing through Europe, Far East, Central South America, Asia, Far East, Australia, burning forest of the planet, is all a reminder for us. Just talk it whatever you wish to, climate this, climate that. Just put the emphasis on yourself and understand that if something goes wrong and trying to fix something else in the body, you're going to create a mess of all of your body. All you have to fix is one thing. Just be conscious, joyful, pleasant in life, the way it is. The life is happening for you. The beat of your heart, the breath of your lungs, the freshness of your entire human experience is happening for you. All you have to do is pay attention to that very experience, which is phenomenal, instead of paying attention to all the exterior. Trying to fix the planet does not need fixing. Planet is perfectly fine without you being here, and you going to space, and you been having ideas to create space travel, this travel, that travel. The only thing what you need to do is fix yourself and be humble enough that you only exist because of the existence, the creation that is wholesome and its perfection, that you exist. to even take a breath. The moment the existence, the creation withdraws from you, your silly nonsense will vanish away. With that, I wish all the athletes at the Olympics a great success in their life. And may the Olympics be a model for the rest of the population of this planet to look up to and see, wow, with such a difficult Mother Nature's forces, you managed to deliver something wonderful with safety in the middle of the pandemic. Thank you, Japan, for hosting the world's athletics and inviting the entire world's athletes, the performance of sports, to take part in a way, a conscious way, a responsible way, and more importantly, a healthy way, whilst you've been, as a landmass on the planet, been battered by earthquake, hurricanes, tsunami, tornadoes, typhoons, name it all. But you are resilient and strong, demographic human population on this planet that is showing the world that with utmost unity and beauty of conscious life in that land, you are delivering something phenomenal that no country on this planet is capable of. It's a shame on humanity that the rest of the humanity is unable to deliver something wonderful like what Japan is doing. Great, thank you. Let's enjoy this, and may the athletes perform well and be free of the lurgy